To get our children excited about reading, I really I value a story, and I wish somebody had told me in school, instead of saying, "Okay, class, open your history books to page 352. We're going to study the French and Indian War." Instead of that, which is what I pretty much heard all the way through school, if somebody had said, "Today, keep your history books closed, because I'm going to tell you a story about a time that the French came into North America, and the British were down here, and the Spanish over here, and the Indians came in, and how they, you can make a story great, especially when you got a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old, and to tell a story rather than to make them do something. My 10-year-old right now is reading Where the Red Fern Grows, and so they're reading it at school, but he has to come home every night, and he has a reading assignment at night. And so he wants to read aloud to us, so we'll sit and listen to him. And we also heard from the teacher. She asked him, she said, "Adam, how was reading last night?" And he said, "It was great. I read this part and my mama cried. Then I read this other part and my mama cried. And then I read that part about the hound dog and my mama cried." And so, Polly is a sucker for these sad stories, especially about dogs. But Where the Red Fern Grows is a great coming of age, a growing up story that really resonates with kids. And you can I find with my boys, that not only do stories work, but if I can find stories that I say, you know what, this is true, this really happened, somehow that does it more for them. And so I would really urge you, and read out loud. It is, I think, is important as a family to get together and do something together. And kids always like to be read to, and so to find something you read out loud and let them read a little bit, and you read a little bit, or get two books and you do one voice and I'll do one voice. Get imaginative about your evenings, all right? Instead of watching TV all the time, do something different. Figure out some different things you do. Take a night. Say, all right, Friday night, we are all going to be at dinner, and we're going to be a character from a book. And you get to choose the character, and you get to explain, but you come to the table dressed as your character, acting like your character. I'm not saying you have to do that, but figure something out other than go to your room and read your book. Make it exciting. Make it valuable. And talk to them about the lessons they learned and what they thought, and value their thinking. It's easier than you think, but you do have to think about it, and you do have to do it as an intentional part of your family's activities.